Greetings. Today we will be going over the visual novel Not Involved by Stray Feet Mnim with art by Lideil. This can be found on Itch.io. Information will be provided below so you can find it for yourself. It's a disturbing story about a doctor's journey to see their friend. So go ahead and pause it, get yourself some cocoa or tea, maybe coffee, and some popcorn or crackers. Get comfortable while I tell the story of Not Involved. The story begins. My friend, I'll leave this stale world pretty soon. Yes, I'm still in the same town and I'm not getting any better. If you have a desire to meet with me for the last time, then use the worm. I don't have much time left. Yours, Amari. P.S. I'm not mad about the skull. And of course, you will go headlong. After all, it's Amari who wrote this. For 13 years, you lived well without him. Well, okay, relatively well. And here you are. Don't tell me that you're gonna use a worm for this. Sooner or later, they will drain you.
I won't forgive myself if I let Amari down this time as well. Last time.
Underground worms came into use not so long ago. For a modest price of one memory, you could even get to the other side of the continent. So what do we choose this time? It's a long way, so you have to give something of value. Failure. First potion or exam? Failure then. You make yourself comfortable, close your eyes, and... Ew, what's that smell? A mixture of rot, urine, and unwashed bodies. When was the last time a window was opened here?
Here's your first candidate. Take a closer look at him. What do you see?
Multiple cuts. He's lost a lot of blood. His wounds need to be treated and he needs to be given a blood transfusion, otherwise he'll die.
That's right. Where are we going to get the blood?
We will find a donor. We will use my blood. Well, use your blood maybe. We will find a donor.
Where can you find a donor in a place and situation like this?
Then we'll transfuse my blood or yours.
Wrong! Get it through your head that our blood is incompatible with theirs.
Alright, what's wrong with our blood? And what will happen if he gets our blood transfused? Alright.
Everything starts to get dark. Sounds are muted. Nausea sets in. And here you are again inside the worm. It's stuffy and calm here.
It seems to me that I shouldn't have chosen this memory. I have a feeling that I could have used it well later. Soon, I will forget who I am and why I live completely.
Time to go out. This is your stop. This town again. It stinks terribly. It's the smell of rot, most likely coming from those half-decomposed corpses in the distance. Their howls can be heard even from here. Well, you won't find the way on your own, so you'll have to rely on the friendliness of the locals. Nearby, you can see a frowny old man who is staring right at you, and a skeleton plowing a garden. Behind one of the nearest huts, you hear a man swearing, and the sound of creaking trees? Approach the old man. Approach the skeleton. Check the noise behind the nearest hut. Approach the old man. The closer you get to the old man, the less friendly he becomes. though it cannot be said that he ever looked like he was glad to see you. He smells strongly of alcohol and tobacco. His breath is hoarse. Lung injury, most likely. Asthma? Tuberculosis? Do you really care? Before you even open your mouth, he starts.
Look who's that? Worm's maggot has found its way to our little town. Don't you feel sorry for yourself? You willingly give these monsters a piece of yourself. Are you in such a hurry to live your life? Well, see how you feel when they draw you completely. These worms, do you know where they come from? That's it. They appeared out of nowhere, and you maggots are glad. Do you even know what they do with these memories? They keep them and wait patiently, and what are they waiting for? That's simple. They want to understand how and by what we live, so that it'd be easier for us to be destroyed and devoured. That's right. Gobble up. They know that if they start eating right away, they'll most likely be exterminated. That's why they wait. Cunning creatures. And folks like you help them become stronger.
He spits at your feet. Well, should we wait until he finishes cursing, or should we go to someone nicer and stop wasting our precious time? Leave? Keep listening.
These half-dead and skeletons ain't enough for us, so the maggots have also come here. We should be exterminating creatures like you, so that you do not walk on our land and do not stain it with your assistance anymore. Mark my word that your time will come, so you better not linger here. It'd be even better if you turn around right now and leave our town. Otherwise, I call the boys. They'll whoop you half to death so you wouldn't even think about coming here anymore.
Well, you've surely wasted a lot of time, but you can still safely leave. Silently turn around and leave. Keep listening.
I know folk like you. You come gain trust from some dumbass, and ain't like that. I know your nature. It's just that no one listens to me. So yeah, you gain our trust, say that you're friends to us, and then one after t'other, you slaughter our youngins. That's the first thing. You make them stinking and screaming. Dead bodies come to our town. That's right. I know as you're doing. There was no such thing afore. How many years I've lived here with there was nothing like that. We're driving them away and you're bringing them back. That's the same thing. You make us starve. You make us freeze. You spread disease. That'd be 3 more. All this here 'cause of you. If then I wasn't so tired, I'd have killed you right at this here spot. It done took me the whole day to work on this here field. What you staring at? So yeah, you turn around and get the hell out of here right now. Do you understand? Otherwise, I'll go call the boys so they help me send you away with the pitchfork. Death to maggots. Death to maggots!
Well, I would strongly advise you to go ask someone else for directions and quickly. I'm not the one in a hurry to Amari. Leave. That wasn't very informative. Thankfully, you have more choices. Let's approach the skeleton.
Good day to you.
He looks up from his work and turns to you.
Good day, friend.
You are certain that if he had skin and muscles on his face, he would be smiling right now.
What are you doing here? Do you know how I can find Amari? What are you doing here?
Oh, me. I'm waiting to bet to help holy old Izmir. His children left him. Old man has to work alone in order to feed himself. So I decided to help a person in need.
You nod.
Do you know how I can find Amari?
Sure. Follow the road till you see a house with a spire. From it, you turn right, and the third house on the left, which is located at a distance from all the others, will be Amari's hut.
Thank you. Why did you decide to help me? Why did you decide to help me?
I'm not fully dead yet, as you can see. In order to deserve an eternal rest, I gotta do enough good deeds to override me sins. It was lucky for me that Izmir accepted me help. Not everyone here is ready to even talk to folk like me. I'm not even talking about receiving any help from me. It's a little silly, of course, that we have to atone for the wrongs we've done, don't you think?
Yeah. Thank you. How long have you been like that?
Follow the road till you see a house with a spire. From it you turn right, and the third house on the left, which is located at a distance from all the others, will be Amari's hut.
What was that?
I gotta get back to work.
Thank you.
You leave him standing just like that. Do you want to know what's going on behind the nearest hut, or are you ready to move towards Amari? Go behind the house where the yelling comes from. Go to Amari's. Sounds come from the other side of the hut. The closer you get to the building, the more clearly you hear a rough male voice and some wood rumble. Turning a corner, you run into a living tree. It's more dangerous here than it might seem. Careful, it'll crush you. But the creature passes by. Wow, what a monster. You need some time to pull yourself together. In the yard, under a canopy, you see a man lying on the ground.
What you staring at?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. Could you tell me how I could find Amari? Was that you yelling? Did this monster attack you? Was that you yelling?
You out of your mind, Tiny? He wouldn't leave if he even touched me. Just like you won't leave if you say something that dumb again. You thought I'd piss me pants at the sight of this tree. Get the hell out of here.
Man raises an axe over his head. Leave.
I wish you no harm.
I don't give a crap what you wish me here and what not.
Maybe I can help.
You got a death wish, boy? You think that since I have no legs, I need someone's help?
The man lowers the axe on you. You barely dodge the blade. Run away.
If not help, I can at least listen to what's troubling you. I can at least listen to what's troubling you.
The man raises the axe over his head again. This is dangerous. Do you know what you're doing? Try to dodge. Do not move. Look him straight in the eye. He hit with the blunt side. Well, seems like he ain't that crazy.
Something is wrong. Share it. You'll feel better.
His insane gaze is directed straight at you. He puts his axe away and makes himself comfortable.
You are good. Crazy, surely, but good. I'm the chief lumberjack here. Was cutting down trees, nothing out of the norm. Suddenly, the stump showed up. Asked me to stop cutting the trees. I refused.
Why?
I'm a hereditary lumberjack. My father, grandfather, great-grandfather, all were cutting down trees.
Is it just this?
Yeah, we need wood. You can't survive the winter without firewood. He came today right before you. Said that he is ready to give tar for fire. Said that it'll last even longer than firewood. But I can't. The men'll laugh. If I use this tar and everyone switches to it, then how will I look everyone in the eye? I'll be a useless stump. Right now, they at least respect me for my deeds, and for the fact I don't run from such monsters.
The man smiles sadly.
Thank you for listening, little fella, but you gotta go.
Thanks for sharing. Sometimes it is important to vent when you've been holding back a lot. Before I go, could you show me the way to Amari's house?
Ah, so now you remember the dying Amari. After you've listened to this stranger's lengthy monologue.
Yeah, sure. There's the road. Go to the house with the spire. After that, you turn right. The third house on the left is Amari's house. Haven't seen neither him nor Flint in a long time.
Thank you very much.
The lumberjack looks up at you with sad eyes and silently nods. Neither the old man nor the skeleton can be seen anymore. Fortunately, the man managed to tell you how to get to Amari. You follow the road, turning right from the house with the spire, and there it is. The third house on the left is on the outskirts. Approach the door. You notice that all the shutters are closed. You knock. Nobody answers. You knock harder. Under your fist, the door opens slightly. How will you enter? Gently and quietly open the door. Kick the door off your feet. Gently open the door. You carefully, without creaking, open the door. You are in the hallway. It's clean here, like someone has recently cleaned. From the hallway, there is another door you decide to open, and there, a smell of rot and decay. Very familiar to you. What else is there to say? Stay still. Maybe it didn't notice you. And thus concludes Chapter 1 of Not Involved. Go ahead and leave a comment about your favorite part of the story or what your thoughts are so far. And be sure to subscribe so you know when Chapter 2 comes out and I place that. And give a like if you've enjoyed the story so far. In the meantime, you have yourselves a nice everything. Bye.
Mason, no talking.